Chapter 4. The first fight morning came without mercy. The sun rose hard and fast, dragging heat across the island like a weight Matteo couldn't escape. He woke drenched in sweat, his body stiff, his muscles aching as if he had fought something in his sleep. Maybe he had. He sat up slowly beneath his fragile shelter. It had survived the night. Barely. Matteo looked at it for a long moment. Crooked branches, uneven angles, weak joints. Unstable, he muttered. Not a complaint. A diagnosis. He pushed himself to his feet, ignoring the protest from his legs. Fix it. Every angle corrected. He rebuilt the shelter from the ground up. Stronger base, better support, improved angle against wind. It took hours, more than it should have. By the time he stepped back, breathing heavily, the structure still wasn't perfect. But it stood. This time, it felt like it would stand. Matteo nodded once. Better. Hunger came next, not sharp, not immediate, but creeping. A slow, steady reminder that his body needed more than water. Matteo scanned the shoreline. Nothing obvious. He turned inland again. Different approach. Observe first act later. Birds' movement patterns. He watched longer this time, followed less, and eventually he saw it, small crabs scuttling along the edge where sand met rock. Fast alert. Matteo crouched. Okay. He moved. Too fast. The crabs scattered instantly, gone. Matteo sighed. Too aggressive. He waited, watched again. This time, slower. Step, pause, step, pause. He reached, missed. The crab darted sideways. Matteo lunged, slipped. Hit the sand hard for a moment. He just lay there, breathing, frustration rising. Then a laugh, short, rough. Good, he muttered, because this was real. No pretending, no shortcuts, just effort. By midday he caught his first one. Not clean, not efficient, but enough. Matteo stared at the small creature in his hand. First win, he said quietly. Fire took longer, much longer. His first attempts failed, then failed again and again. Blisters formed on his hands, sweat burned his eyes. The old Matteo would have stopped, frustrated. Too exhausted, this Matteo did not. He adjusted, changed technique, slowed down. Hours passed. Then a spark, small, fragile. Matteo froze, careful, steady. He fed it slowly, breath-controlled movement deliberate. The spark grew, then flame, real, alive. Matteo sat back, staring at it for a moment. He said nothing. Then a quiet exhale. I did that. Night came again, this time different. The fire burned steadily beside him. The shelter held, the hunger eased. Matteo sat there watching the flames dance. Something inside him shifted, not dramatic, not sudden, but real control, not over the island, over himself. Far in the darkness, Claudius observed, unmoving, unseen. The human had not broken. Interesting, most did. They panicked, rushed, too collapsed under pressure. But this one adapted, learned, persisted. Claudius tilted his head slightly. Not fragile, he murmured. A pause. Not yet. Back by the fire, Matteo leaned against a rock, exhaustion finally catching up to him. But this time it wasn't defeat. It was earned. He closed his eyes slowly, the sound of waves steady, the fire warm, and for the first time since waking on the island, Matteo felt something unfamiliar. Not fear, not stress, peace, and somewhere beyond the firelight, the island continued to watch him, waiting to see what he would become.